and welcome to Strictly Come Prancing with me, Dame Lindy Hop Cha-Cha, the original dancing queen. Yes, I'm wearing my new ballroom dress. So called because it's got plenty of ballroom. Oh, do you know, I remember when I used to be the belle of the ball, but these days I've lost my ding-dong, I've been well rung and I'm all clapped out. But I do come from a long line of dancers, yeah. A conga line. Actually, my father was a plumber and my mother was a choreographer, so it was only natural that they wanted me to be a tap dancer. You see, dance runs in our family. Last week my dad's sister came into the room doing pirouettes. Round and round and round she spun, and I thought, woof, my giddy aunt. And despite being dance dyslexic, I do all my own choreography. Well, except for the dance bits. In fact, there are only two things stopping me being on Strictly this year. My feet. Yes, I have two left feet. And so far it's been impossible to find a dance partner with two right feet. On the plus side, having two left feet may be no good for dancing, but it does come in handy when shoplifting for shoes. I also have a very rare condition. All my left toes are on my right foot, and my right toes are on my left foot. Yeah, I've got myxomatosis. It hasn't stopped me though, because with my right leg I do tap dance, with my left leg I do ballet, and between the two I've made a very good living. I actually learnt to boogie back in the 70s at San Fran's Disco, and I still like to get down, but these days I can't always get up again. My first job was as a fan dancer, but I had to give it up. I kept falling on my fan. Which doesn't sound so bad until you realise it was an electric fan. Oh, cut off in my prime. Oh. After that, I became addicted to the hokey cokey, but I managed to turn myself around, and that's what it's all about. Then I was a pole dancer, but I decided to give it up. I got fed up with the same old thong and dance. And I've just invented a brand new dance. I call it the politician. All you have to do is a lot of side steps and the occasional U-turn. I am still taking lessons, and I've had lots of different teachers. Which reminds me, how many dance teachers does it take to change a light bulb? 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, I know. What's wrong with 1, 2, 3, 4? Well, I started with salsa lessons. Yeah, I just wanted something I could dip into. Then I tried limbo, which I took very, very seriously. Yeah, I used to bend over backwards to attend that class. Yeah, I used to be very good at the can-can, but these days, with my knees, I really can't. And I tangoed like I'd never tangoed before, but only because I'd never tangoed before. Learning the waltz was the hardest. I mean, it was often 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Then I took up ballet because I thought it would keep me on my toes, and it did. The teacher, Rudolph Nearenough, was always making us dance about on tiptoes. I mean, why didn't they just get taller dancers in the first place? Well, I graduated from ballet school with a 2-2. But because of my size, I had to wear a 4-4. Yeah, they used to call me the sugar plump fairy. And because of my short legs, they called me after that film, The Girl with the Dragging Tutu. Still, when I used to dance The Dying Swan, it was so realistic, the audience threw bread. I toured with the Royal Ballet Company for 10 years. 10 years! Well, somebody has to drive the van. After that, I tried line dancing, but I was almost run over by a train. Then there was the time I was thrown out of river dance for using my arms. Finally, I was having to go at some table dancing when a very handsome young man said, "Good legs." I said, "Do you really think so?" He said, "Definitely. Most tables would have collapsed under the strain by now." Blooming cheek. Anyway, just because you can't dance doesn't mean you shouldn't. So, dance like nobody's watching, and remember, keep prancing.